Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Sister Susie. I have a revelation that I wanted to share with you guys, and it happened last night, early in the morning. Today is 5:15, 2015, and it was 5:14, 2015 that I received this revelation from the Lord, and I am going to be obedient to share this revelation. Um, because last night I was praying to God and I was asking Him, how long are we going to be here? Because we're very expectant of the Ascension Day, and I just was like, Lord, show me how close are we to the rapture? If we're going to be here for a long time or not. And then He didn't answer me right away when I was praying, but then I went to sleep, and He gave me a revelation. So um, I don't know. I don't want to put any interpretations to the revelation that he gave me. I'm gonna leave it to you for you guys to figure it out yourself. I'm just gonna give you what he shared with me. And so I started in the dream. I saw myself walking, in my old home when I was young. Our home, that's in Africa. I saw myself. I was over there, and as I was over there, like we have a yard, and I was like at the gate, and I was looking in the distance, and I think the Lord now opened my spiritual eyes to see, because I could see this huge, humongous mountain. It was so huge, like this mountain here. It's not even doing it justice. The mountain that I seen, it was so huge in the distance, and but we don't have any mountain close to our house, but I was just seeing in the distance, and I saw this humongous mountain, and when I saw it, it was so beautiful, so majestic, and I saw that it was covered, like how you see here, it's covered with clouds on top, and that's exactly what I saw too. But I saw the clouds, the first layer of the cloud, they were in layers. The clouds were in layers. The first layer that I saw was white, pure white clouds. Okay, pure white clouds covered the mountain, and then secondly, after these pure white clouds, I saw another layer of clouds that were neon green color. They were neon green color. For those of you who don't know what neon green color is, it's this bright, beautiful color of green. That was a second layer that I seen to this mountain. Then the third layer after the neon green color was also the white, beautiful colors, of clouds, pure white clouds. And then the third, the that's the third. Now the first was white, and the second was neon green, and the third was white, and the fourth was also neon green. And I was just fascinated with the neon green, just so beautiful, beautiful. I tell you that color of neon green covering the mountain, I just was like, my goodness, it was so beautiful, so beautiful. And so, like on the side, like probably on the right hand side of the mountain, I saw a flag. A flag was put on the mountain, on the right hand side. From my view, on the right hand side was put a flag, like a flag was standing, and it was just, the air was blowing it, and I zoom in, and I could see that it was the flag of the USA, United States of America. And then as I was watching all this, I was just fascinated by the beauty of the clouds. The beauty of the neon green color was just marvelous to my eyes. And as I was looking at all this, all of a sudden, suddenly, it just it just blew up. The whole mountain blew up. From the bottom up, everything blew up. And I saw the flag flying. It was being lost somewhere, but I saw it. It just blew up all of a sudden. And, the dream ended. But I knew immediately that this dream was coming from Father Himself, giving me, to ponder upon it. And as I was pondering during the day, I kept thinking about it. Like, why would Father give me um, a dream about the destruction of America? Because I knew that the mountain, the majestic mountain, symbolized America, because the flag of the America was there, and the beauty, it was covered with so much beauty. So much beauty was given to this mountain. And I said, well, why would God the Father give me about this? Because I know already what's going to happen to America, because He has spoken to me many times that no, destruction is coming. So I was like, why is it telling me again? So um, since it seems as if probably it's imminent, and for the fact that I saw it while I was at my home could also symbolize that, rapture is first and then destruction second. Those are just my views, but I just wanted to share with you the revelation of a mighty majestic mountain that just crumbled. It blew up, maybe with nuclear power, something blew it up. It just went to pieces. So since God the Father is serious. He's very, very serious. Because America was really, it was blessed. I tell you, that mountain was beautiful. America was blessed. It has been it was blessed, covered in glory. It was covered in glory. But looks like, the Father is not pleased with it anymore. So that's what he gave me when I asked him about how close are we to rapture. He gave me that dream. So I'm gonna read two verses, because I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, the first one that I have is Isaiah 41. Isaiah 41, I'm going to read from 1 to 4. It said, be silent before me, you islands. Let the nations renew their strength. Let them come forward and speak. Let us meet together at the place of judgment. Who has stirred up one from the east, calling him in righteousness to his service? He hands nations over to him and subdues kings before him. He turns them to dust with his sword. Saints, you see that? He turns nations to dust with his sword. Just like I seen this mountain, it just blew up. It was so beautiful and so mighty, majestic, covered in glory. Just beautiful neon green covered it. The beautiful white clouds covered the mountain. But it says he turns them to dust with his sword, to a windblown chaff with his bow. He pursues them and moves on unscathed by a path his feet have not traveled before. Who hath done this and carried it through, calling forth the generations from the generations? I, the Lord, with the first of them and with the last, I am he. Since that's what God is saying, that he has power to destroy nations, who are not, doing according to his will. Okay, now the second one that I'm going to also read is Revelations 18. It says, lament over fallen Babylon. After this, I saw another angel coming down from heaven. He had a great authority, and the earth was illuminated by his splendor. With a mighty voice he shouted, fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great. She has become a dwelling for demons and a haunt for every impure spirit, a haunt for every unclean bird, a haunt for every unclean and detestable animal. For all the nations have drunk the maddening wine of her adulteries. The kings of the earth committed adultery with her, and the merchants of the earth grew rich from her excessive luxuries. So it says, warning to escape Babylon's judgment. So it says, then I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, so that you will not share in her sins, so that you will not receive any of her plagues. For her sins are piled up to heaven, and God has remembered her crimes. Give back to her as she has given. Pay her back double for what she has done. Pour her a double portion from her own cup. Give her as much torment and grief as her glory and luxury she gave herself. In her heart she boasts, I sit enthroned as queen. I am not a widow. I am not a widow. I will never mourn. Therefore, in one day her plagues will overtake her, death, mourning, and famine. She will be consumed by fire. For mighty is the Lord who judges her. Okay? Then verse 9. When the kings of the earth who committed adultery with her and shared her luxuries see the smoke of her burning, they will weep and mourn over her. Terrified at her torment, they will stand far off and cry, Woe, woe to you, great city, you mighty city of Babylon! In 1 hour your doom has come. So, saints, that is all I have. I wanted just to share the mighty revelation of America the Lord showed me. He showed me its glory, its beauty, its majestic, and how it will all fall apart, basically. How it will all fall apart. And it looks like it's pretty soon. But, a word of encouragement, there is a way out, and that way out is Jesus Christ. If you don't know Jesus Christ, I urge you, receive him today as your Lord and Savior. Pray to Jesus Christ, forgive me of my sins. Jesus, come into my heart and be the Lord of my life, and he will save you when this day is fast approaching, and he will save you. He will save everyone who calls upon his name. Saints, that is all I have for you today. Be blessed. This is Sister Susie. Bye.